Especially since you have now Bloomberg arguing that Amazon and Tesla have hit, quote, their most aggressive valuation in 20 years. Yeah, well, it's made a lot of people money, so probably a good thing. This has led some people to ask me, Kevin, what are the cheapest sectors in the S&P 500 right now? And frankly, there is only one. The cheapest sector in the S&P 500 right now is real estate. Yes, because markets are really positioned at the moment for basically markets to just keep going up. Obviously, if we hit recession and yields fall, that would actually be really good for real estate. And you could see real estate sit at the top and outperform everything else. That's obviously unless you have a big foreclosure crisis, which seems less likely because of, quite frankly, people have very low lock-ins on 30-year fixed-rate mortgages, 15-year fixed-rate mortgages. We have the Dodd-Frank Act and the ability to repay. It's very, very difficult to qualify for a mortgage. So, of course, there'll be some foreclosures and short sales for those taking non-QM loans, non-qualified mortgage loans, basically more fringe loans like hard money loans. But normal loans might not see that sort of disaster that we saw in 2008. You have to ask yourself, what is there beyond money? And I found that answer myself, which I found after a while of people asking me, Kevin, why don't you just retire or whatever? I found that the piece that's always missing when people are unhappy is some true purpose. See, without purpose, you become a miserable vacuum. You hate your job, you hate your life, you hate everything you're doing, and every inconvenience feels like another punishment. Whereas if you have purpose, every inconvenience or oopsie doopsie is really just a bump in the road, a small speed bump on the road to what your ultimate purpose is. And so I'm convinced that purpose is what keeps us alive, young, and willing to endure. That without purpose, life is potentially meaningless. People always ask me, Kevin, hey, what number is it going to take? And for me, it's not a number. It's purpose. It's building my company like HouseHack and the team, the amazing team that we have at HouseHack and the new companies that we could partner with, or the new business ventures that we could do with HouseHack or outside of HouseHack, depending on what's appropriate. Find purpose in my relationship with my wife and my kids, providing value to you on YouTube or through my daily wealth letter or my alpha reports. Purpose as a cop or a doctor, something that would make me feel like at the end of the day, I provided value somewhere in the best way possible.